Hi, my name is Caroline. Nice to meet you. My page is called Red Dust Creations, and I'm not going to be stopping posting YouTube videos just because they've changed the monetization scheme of things. Over the weekend, pretty much over the weekend, there's been so many different videos about what you should do now that they have changed things, or what you should do if you're over 40. By the way, I'm 44, still alive and kicking despite 3 cancers and multiple illnesses trying to take me out. So I'm not filming simply because I want to reach monetization. Like, I don't think that there's necessarily many people that are doing that. I mean, I don't know. This is fairly new to me. Been thinking about doing it for ages, but I've only sort of done it for like the last month, I guess. And I found that I've really liked the opportunity to record myself, which I didn't think I would do because I have days, I guess, days, weeks, months, where I don't look like, where I don't like looking at myself, because I have scars, very visible scars. They're not too bad in this video, but up here on my forehead, maybe you can see a bit better on that angle, there is a giant chunk cut out of my forehead. Skin cancer, not a melanoma. That particular spot was what turned out to be 2 basal cell carcinomas that had been misdiagnosed for many years, and I just got really lucky with a new doctor at the right time and a brilliant plastic surgeon at the right time, which happened to be 2020, like halfway through COVID, like the start of COVID, like where things were crazy, and the fact that I still managed to get lucky. And I still call it lucky because if they hadn't caught it, it would have eaten down into into my brain, or my optic nerve, or something that controls something that's super important to functional kind of life, but it didn't. And yes, the letter from my surgeon talks about the fact that it was a sizable incision, and it was half of my forehead that had to be excised to ensure they got clear margins and everything else. But I'm not dead. And most of the time, I'm glad that I'm not dead. But there are times when I tire of seeing it on my face all the time. I don't know if you can see it in this video all that well either. There's a long scar along here, and that was, I went in for a skin check, and they found another BCC that they had to take out there and then. Again, the doctor who did it was brilliant. Put it into a natural frown, like a natural, frown line kind of deal. So it was pretty much invisible until the way my body was reacting to medication for my trigeminal neuralgia then made it necessary for me to get Botox as a treatment. And unfortunately, side effect of Botox is that those wrinkles are no longer there, those frown lines and things like that. They get smoothed out by the, I can't remember if it's 31 or 32 injections of Botox I get every 3 months. That slows down / blocks communication between the nerve endings of the trigeminal nerve. There's 3 major branches that control sensation in your face, and it stops the made-up pain signals traveling back to your brain. so my face doesn't feel like it's constantly being hit by lightning bolts or red hot pokers. So, I mean, yeah, again, could have killed me, but didn't. So I'll take it. So, yeah, I'm not going to stop posting just because monetization is further away than it would have been otherwise. Like, I'm sure it would be very nice to be monetized, but unless you're a huge channel from what I hear and things like that, it's not going to make a massive difference. But hey, maybe it would pay for one medication a month out of the 6 that I take. Well, 5 that I take every day, and then 2 that I take once a week. That's 7. And then the Botox, which is every 3 months, that's 8. And then the Botox backup, which is my CGRP it's an inhibitor, I think, injection, not covered on the PBS system under Medicare. In Australia, if you're already on Botox and costs many hundreds of dollars, yeah, maybe you could contribute to some of that. Like, that would be cool. So, but I've got not back into it, sorry. I've got into this because I wanted to record me, my life, my progress, I guess, in different areas of my life. I'm hoping that there are people out there who are my tribe, my community, my village, whatever you want to call them, that are into brain fog, wow, that are interested enough to put up with my kind of my rambles and tangents and everything else that are part of the videos I post. I'm not doing, I've said this before in a couple of videos, so if you go back to the original ones and things, maybe, I'm not editing anything. So all of these moments where my brain has just stopped functioning temporarily because of fatigue or pain or whatever, due to chronic pain, chronic illness, autoimmune diseases, etc. I'm leaving them all in there because that's my reality. And I actually think it's the reality for a lot of people out there, whether it's illnesses or menopause, perimenopause, burnout from work, exhaustion. Any of those things can cause similar side effects, have similar impacts on your life. So yeah, no, I'm not worried about going, oh, it's too hard, I'm going to stop recording. Because as I said, it wasn't my primary goal. Would it be nice? Yeah, as I said, would it be nice to reach it? Sure. Would it be nice to get there before the start of February next year so I don't have to do the additional hours to get there? Yeah, I imagine it probably would be, but like from what I understand, if you're going to hit 4,000, you're going to get to 8,000 anyway. So it just might take a little bit longer, but not like a lot longer. But yeah, we'll wait and see. But I'm sorry, I'm saying but a lot at the moment. Too many filler words, sorry. But yeah, so some of my videos will just be just about life. Okay, might be just a life update. They might be about me growing my my giant rocking chair, and I love it. I might be just that little movement. It might be about me growing and propagating plants in water. Hey, turns out I can grow plants, there's no soil involved. That excites me, that makes me happy. And then I'm trying to sell some of my plants as in little, beautiful little glass vessels and things like that from all over the place. Again, kind of a side thing. I'm a teacher. I spent 21 years as a primary school teacher mostly, with some high school and some kindergarten, so preschool thrown in there. And then after one too many toxic workplaces, I stepped away after 21 years because my health was already appalling, with fibromyalgia. Oh my God, I did it again. I don't know if you can hear those, sorry. That's just Alexa reminding me to give my cat her drugs. And I obviously don't look at my watch when I'm doing things at home, because I've actually managed to do that at the same, like, managed to catch that reminder for the last 5 or 6 videos. It's nuts. Yeah, sorry, water plants, yes. Oh, kindergarten teacher, stepped away from being a teacher in a school setting, and I'm now focused on being an early childhood teacher, working 2 days a week exclusively as a kindergarten teacher, and 2 other days working in that age group, but not with all of the kids because they're not always in care on those days. So within a long daycare setting is different, but I have absolutely zero regrets, because I'm not going to die of a heart attack due to stress or bullying or micromanaging or any of the other horrendous stuff that was happening. Yeah, it's not something I ever thought I would do, walk away from teaching, like school teaching. And I certainly didn't think it would be something that I would do that wasn't like my own volition, that it wasn't really my own choice. I had to do it to stay alive, I guess. But I was lucky that, yeah, everything sort of fell into place when I made that decision. So maybe I'll get into that a little bit more in depth. For those of you who've gone through burnout, I mean, I'm still obviously going through there. I'm only 6 months. Yeah, 6 months out. And some of the things that I read and things like it says that it takes years to try and undo what's happened during burnout. But I'm hoping. I know that by making the change, it's certainly made a positive difference in my life. I mean, yeah, I don't. 0 regrets, no regrets. It then makes me think of Dude, Where's My Car? Brilliant movie. Sorry. Tangent. Brain. What were we? No regrets, yeah. So, work-life balance and all that kind of stuff, that'll be in there. I am in my, technically, I guess, almost my mid-40s. I am in my mid-40s? I don't know. Apparently I'm supposed to feel a certain way when I'm in my mid-40s as a woman. I'm supposed to know something, I don't know, be different. I think I'm just the same person that I always was. Slightly unbalanced. as I think we all are. I don't think that anything changed just because I suddenly became 40, let alone in my mid-40s as a woman. But, hey, maybe I can talk about being old. I don't know, or getting older. I mean, there's days that with my rheumatoid arthritis and my fibromyalgia, I feel like I'm 702, throwing a bursitis flare up, and I'm definitely there. But, yeah, I guess. I have pets. Oh, you can actually see them all at the moment. I'm just going to turn you around a little bit, or no, down a little bit. Excuse my foot, because no one wants to see a foot. Corduroy. There's little Corduroy. And then over there, I'm hoping you can see Nancy. And then here, I'm hoping that you can see Trixie. So there is all of my babies. Hey, Corduroy. Corduroy. Hey. Ugh, he's listening to the neighbours. Hey, little man. Yeah. He's listening to the neighbours. So I have animals. I have pets. I have 3 ridiculous small creatures. Corduroy's the youngest. He's Corduroy Bear. He's just over a year old. My cats, the girls, who are actually boys, that's a story for another day though. Trixie Belden and Nancy Drew, they're just over 10 years old. And haven't forgiven me for bringing Corduroy into our lives. So you'll get anecdotes about them, videos about them, or videos with them, I guess, and shorts and things. And I think you're supposed to, well, I know that you're supposed to. You hear that you're supposed to just focus on one or the other, like shorts or videos. For me, I've just been trying to focus on posting something each day. Because even when I'm having an absolutely god-awful day, or I'm completely out of spoons and I'm borrowing from, like, you know, the next millennia for spoons, if I can share something online on my channel, I feel, I don't know, because I feel like I've accomplished something. I mean, and I know that I have, because obviously, like, you know, 4 out of 7 days, I work a full day. Like, I am on with children all the day. And as they say, like, you know, we make more in-the-minute decisions than a brain surgeon. So that's exhausting. And sometimes I need to remember that that's something that what are you doing, Bella? That I do achieve when a lot of people in my situation might have given up on trying to do that and just, I don't know, giving into the depression, the anxiety and all those things. I mean, I'm lucky. My psych, my exercise physiologist and all of that, they're like, hey, did you get out of bed this morning? I'm like, yeah. Did you work? Like, yeah. As someone with all your conditions, that's amazing. I mean, I need to be reminded of that on a regular basis, but yeah. Sometimes maybe I'll talk about decluttering and stuff like that, because, oh my God, do I have stuff? I have stuff. And I've been trying to get rid of my stuff. All the stuff that's just stuff and doesn't have a purpose or a potential second life when I'm not struggling as much with all the chronicness. Because along with being a grower of things, I'm also a maker of things. I'm a sewer of things. I'm a painter of things. I'm a photographer. And all of that means that I am an artist. But at the moment, and look, I say at the moment, it's been quite a few years since I've been able to do what I want to do. But that's my priority for this year, is to be able to make space physically and mentally, I guess, for me to do what I want. And part of that is part of why I've started doing a few markets and stalls and things like that. Not with my own stuff, at our local field days, which is like a show. For those of you who don't understand field days, I live in a really small country town. I had show bags and some 3D printed things because I got myself a 3D printer just before Easter this year. A friend had got one for his 40th not long before that. And the potential for it was amazing. I mean, 95% of the things I've printed has been for kindergarten. It's been fabulous to be able to make things that I'm like, oh, that would be really cool for my kids. But we don't have shops and things where we are, so I can't just do things in the moment. But now I can, because I can print them, and that's pretty cool. So that's making too. And I can do that when my hands, which is where my rheumatoid arthritis is the worst, my hands and my feet. When that's flared up and I can barely hold anything, I can still choose something and make color choices and all the rest of it and make things with my 3D printer. So it's very different to the other crafts that I like doing. Or to my other hobbies. But you know, when you're a hobby ho or a jack of all trades or a Renaissance man or lady, or what is it, a multi, oh, they call it something else, like I don't remember what it was. I've just heard it in a couple of ones where they're like, oh, I have more than one hobby. I'm a multi-something-ish. And me, I'm like a... Sometimes I think that, you know, I've got a pretty good hoard of hobbies. Like a dragon. Bit of everything. But, you know, I like to have, weaving, macrame, hollow clay, watercolour painting. I'd like to try some mixed media and stuff like that too. So maybe you're going to get some stuff about that. But you're going to get a whole lot of things. And as I said, I'm not stopping my creative journey on YouTube simply because the goalposts have changed. Sorry, I've just got a tiny dog here who's a little bit antsy because there's a cat who's moving. And he's going to tip my chair over maybe. I don't know. We'll see how he goes. Yeah, I'm not worried about the goalposts moving. My goalposts have moved so many times. And they've been completely out of... There he is. He came completely out of my hands when those goalposts have changed in the past, when it's come to my health, surgeries, seeing different specialists, and all the rest of it. It's been out of my control. Whereas filming every day, sharing a bit of my life with people, this is me. You're going to get my hands in the way. You're going to get me being awkward with angles and things like that because I'm not. Depending on depending on what definition you use, I'm either tail end of Gen X, first year or something like that of a millennial, which apparently makes me like a geriatric millennial. I've heard that term and I'm like, oh, that's nice. But there are times when I feel like I'm a geriatric millennial. And, you know, I'm geriatric, I'm old, whatever. I don't really care. But for a long time now, not a long time now actually, just feels like a long time. I feel like I'm finally getting comfortable inside my own skin. I mean, even though my own skin's trying to kill me a lot of the time. Corduroy, you can jump down, buddy. Yeah, don't yell. Down you can get down. Sorry, he's just having a moment. Can you get? Having a moment, sorry. What? What do you want to do? There you go. Okay, he's gotten down for now. I don't know if he's going to stay down. But you could get a video of any of those things. It might be me decluttering stuff. I'm working to clear my desk. I think I've done 3 episodes on that so far. There's more of that to come because it is not clear. And I want to have that clear as a space. But I kind of like where this chair is now. The sun's not in the wrong place. This time of day is not a bad time for filming, for natural light and things like that. In my little old house. So, so renovations and stuff too. All of these kind of things. Painting things. Whatever. So I don't have a niche. I certainly don't have a niche. Please don't say that. Like, I don't have a niche. Okay? I don't fit neatly into one little box. I'm only little. And I spent my childhood being told that good things come in small packages. But I would like for my horizons to be wide for as long as possible. Travel. Prior to COVID, I used to travel overseas all the time. During COVID, I bought myself a motorhome, a 4-wheel drive one. My health went downhill rapidly from that point onwards, so I haven't been able to use it anywhere near as much as I'd like. But that's part of my life too, and my dreams for future me. And I would like future me to become sort of, everyday me when it's possible. And not just use my motorhome for trips to Townsville to see my neurologist or my rheumatologist or whatever ologist and specialist I need to see. Because Sir Robin of Locksley, my motorhome, he is destined for bigger things than that. So yeah, travel. That's a thing that I love as well. And want to do more of. Photography, seeing outdoor, Outback Australia. I live in Outback Australia. I love Outback Australia. I love a sunburned country. Dorothea McKellar said it ever so well. Her beauty and her terror. The wide brown land for me. Oh, you bought me a toy. Okay. Jump in. You gonna leave it? You want me to play? Leave. No, leave. Ooh. Oh, she idiot. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so, no, I'm not gonna, sorry. I will try not to apologise as often. I don't need to. I'm learning that no is a full sentence. That's a big thing as well. I'm learning all kinds of things. And I'd really like to share that journey with you. So if you think that any of these things are for you, yeah, stick around. Let's see what we can come up with together. I'd love to build a community of people who are just out there trying to live their best lives, whatever they are, whatever that means. Yeah. So again, my name's Caroline. This is Red Dust Creations. If you can, I'd love a like and a subscribe, because yes, it would get me closer to that magical monetization thing. But even just having you here with me and just knowing that there's hopefully someone out there who's willing to listen, or wants to listen, you know, not willing to, wanting to, and enjoys finding out that there are other people like them out there. People when life has maybe not dealt them the easiest hand in the world, but they haven't given up. They just keep on trying. So, yeah. I'll see you again soon. I'm again going to keep trying to post every day. Sometimes you'll get a random short. Sometimes it will be an actual video. And that's not for the algorithm. It's for me. As I said, having this opportunity just to share, to decompress after my day, to just talk about whatever. I don't do scripts either, so no scripts, no editing, none of those things. You're just going to get unfiltered me, alright? So yeah, I hope that I will see you again soon. Eventually one of these days I might be happy with one of the This Is Me videos that I've done so far. I think I've done maybe 2. Maybe this is 3. I don't know. But yeah. Just know that you are not alone. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you are not alone. There is someone out there who has your vibe, wants to be part of your tribe. And when the time's right, they'll find you. Or you'll find them. Or you'll make them. As in create that tribe, that village feeling for yourself. Okay? Yeah, I will say goodbye properly before we lose all of the light as the sun is setting out through those windows, which is just beautiful. And then, yeah, I'll upload this. And we'll see what we get. Bye.